Hello, everyone. This is Dan Gramza, and welcome to dangramza.com Market Studies for Monday, September 15th. We had a number of fundamentals that came out as we talked about in the advanced video, but let's take a look at what's happening here in the NASDAQ market. If you're not familiar with these charts or daily charts, the concept is a swing trade, trying to capture some movements in these trends. A solid green line means buy, red line means sell, dash line means that something happened prior to the end of the week. This dollar difference, for example, is $640 a contract. I'm not looking for another big day up in the NASDAQ market. However, it is the strongest out of all the indices. If we take a look at what's happening here in the Japanese yen, we traded below its sell level. Dollar difference in that market, $975 a contract. Look for an inside day on Monday. And over in the Aussie dollar, dollar difference buy to sell level, $1,180 a contract. And again, I'm looking for an inside day. This has the potential for turning to the downside. It's what I call a false sense of security. Over in the British pound, that dollar difference in that market is $487.50. So we're looking again at that false sense of security and a sideways move here. In the 10-year notes, this dollar difference, I should tell you about Bitcoin. This is one that's picking up momentum. I do not look for a big day up, though, on Monday. Well, let's talk about what's happening with the 10-year notes. It traded below, or I should say, the buy level to that sell level. That dollar difference is $843.75. What do we look for here now? Again, I look for a sideways move. In Treasury bonds, dollar difference buy to sell level in that market is $3,562.50. And again, this is bearish, but the overall structure is what I call a neutral zone trade. So I'm looking for the potential for a sideways move in this market until we start getting more info from what the Fed's going to be doing. But let's take a look. Well, let's take a look here at what's going on with silver, or I should tell you about gold. Here we've seen a lot of movement in the gold market. The dollar difference is buy to sell level here is $4,200 a contract. Look for a sideways move there. Silver is leading the way in that marketplace. I find that really interesting, but not unusual for that market. A dollar difference buy to sell level is $19,700 a contract. Let's move over to what's happening in the crude oil market. Sell to buy level here in that market is $2,240 a contract. Dollar difference sell to buy level here is $270 a contract. Look for an inside day there. Nat gas traded above its buy level. That dollar difference is $500 a contract, and look for a sideways move. Now, soybeans traded below its sell level. And look what happened. It failed on the short side as it rallied. So that trade did not work, or that concept did not work at all. Dollar difference here in that market, $100 a contract. Look for an inside day in that market. Corn also firming up. Same thing here for wheat. I look at the global supply of this market, and I have a very hard time imagining a strong uptrend for Mr. Wheat. Well, those are my thoughts for today. Thank you for sharing part of your day with me. Look forward to being with you again, and as always, take care.